stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, September 14th. But before we start, in view of all the tragedy this weekend, I'd like to do a moment of silence for those kids. Okay. In view of the fact that they're only 16, they have their life ahead of them. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Oh. And I didn't know all of the kids, but I knew part of them. And Jaden, our oldest grandson, played ball with Keno since first grade. And the Johnson boy, I hired his mom to work here when I was clerk and recorder.
Oh my gosh,
So,
we're all intertwined, aren't we?
oh man. And my heart just breaks for those families. I just can't imagine anything worse. Okay, public comment, my 10-minute Franklin.
Well, I just don't have anything. I've had a minute.
What about community update?
I attended the conservation meeting.
And what are they up to?
Well, the same, they got piles of 310 permits and stuff like that. The rest of the stuff is just kind of repeating. A lot of them are waiting for these different grants to materialize for sure.
Yeah, good. Laura, Montana Minute.
My Montana Minute is our kids, this community, and we are all intertwined. And when this kind of a tragedy hits, it hits the whole community.
It does. Everybody touches in one way or the other.
They do, yeah.
And community update.
The Youth Justice Council was last week. We're working on quite a few different issues. We also have the Juvenile Detention Alternatives subcommittee meeting. The Hospital Auxiliary Board met and had Julie Walker come and speak to us. She is a Broadwater County resident, and she came to talk about how we can jointly market not only our nursing home, but the hospital and the whole community using the tools that Chamber of Commerce, or Department of Commerce has put together for free for communities to use as a joint unit. That was powerful, it was excellent. She's going to be talking to Chamber of Commerce today. And then we had the Board of Crime Control retreat late last week in Missoula, and that was excellent. Just a strategic planning for how we can better serve Montana communities and keep them safe.
Very good. Well, my Montana Minute is obviously the kids. But on a good note, the football team won by 1 point this weekend. And so for that, we were very happy. And community update. My mind is so focused on those kids right now, I can't even think, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's do some mail forward. Good morning, Michael.
Excuse me.
Not with me.
We're looking at you though.
Okay, number 1, claims. In the amount of $32,267.43.
Move to pay those approved claims in the set amount.
I'll second.
It's moved and seconded to pay claims in the amount of $32,267.43. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. I've got minutes, September 8th, 2015.
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
September 8th, right?
Yes.
I'll second.
It's moved and seconded to approve the commission minutes of September 8th, 2015. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Thank you.
From Mako to the Board of County Commissioners, from Harold Bly, Executive Director, notice of an annual meeting. Notice is hereby given that the 106th Annual Conference of the Membership Meeting of the Montana Association of County will be held September 20th through the 24th, 2015, at the Holiday Inn, Missoula downtown. The opening general session will convene at 8 a.m. on Monday. The general session will reconvene on Tuesday, September 22nd, and again on Wednesday, September 23rd at 8:30 for the purpose of MACO and NACO committee reports, and at 2:30 for the purpose of election of officers and any other business that may be properly need to come before the membership. Committees will meet on Tuesday, September 22nd, from 8 until 10, and from 10:30 to 12. We encourage you to attend all committee meetings of interest and offer input into these important meetings. The MACO bylaws provide for proxy voting. A member must be in attendance to be considered registered in order to assign their proxy in the event that they must leave the conference prior to the meeting being adjourned. The member's county registered voting delegate may vote by proxy at any time of the membership. The proxy must be in writing and signed by the voting delegate or alternate, and shall name the person for whom the proxy is delegated and the subject of the vote. Proxy must be delivered to the president prior to voting action being taken. Proxy voting forms will be available at the registration desk. If you have any questions, please call MACO office or contact Harold Bly, Executive Director, or Cheryl Wood, Associate Director.
Elaine, will you be attending?
I don't believe so.
Do you want to do the proxy vote
I
as
think I
chairman?
do. I
Okay,
think I do.
all right.
Now, are you both gonna go, or?
Live.
I am.
This is from BCDC. Dear Commissioners, Broadwater County Development Corporation, BCDC, would like to thank you for your action you took to permanently fund BCDC by setting aside 0.75 mils for our use in economic development in Broadwater County. This funding will allow BCDC to plan long-term goals for the future and help in acquiring grants for future projects. Sincerely, Ernie Forey, President. This is an advertisement from Paradigm.
Thank you.
Did you get this one, Brian? It's pipeline safety. I'm gonna. From the County Weed Department, Broadwater County Commissioners, I wish to address two different issues with this letter, so please bear with me.
Elaine, the stickies, the first paragraph is for this week. The next paragraph is for our hearing next Wednesday.
Oh, all right. The first issue that I would like to address is the letter from Lazy HM subdivision concerning issues associated with non-compliance. In the letter, it was stated that I, County Weed Coordinator, said that I do not have the authority to do anything towards non-compliance. This letter is completely out of text and very incorrect. It was not until last December that I actually had a non-compliance policy that could stand up in court. This is not the first time that the subdivision has contacted me on residents in the subdivision being non-compliance. The latest was August 25th, 2015, where I asked for the landowner's information is sent to me. I am fully aware of all the noxious weed issues associated with this area, and though it may take a little time, I do respond to all of the viable complaints. With a shortage of manpower and resources in this department, sometimes it takes county weed coordinator, pardon me, I can't even talk. I can only do so much at one time, and it's with this being my busiest time of the year. Please bear with me until I can get to it. And I'm gonna put this right back in here, because for the next meeting, we need this.
I do have another copy of it for Ann.
Oh, okay, great.
Reference.
This is for the rock and rolls that go behind our graders. Would you put that in Dana's box, please? A letter from WWC Engineering. It's regarding exempt wells. It looks like it's quite lengthy. Therefore, I'm not gonna read it, but I will put it with Amiel, if anybody wants to stop and look at it. Here's from NST, National Seminar Training. And it is how to supervise people and attend so you learn how. And there's one in Billings, Bozeman, Hillman, Missoula in November. So for anybody that is interested. A handout from Phillips 66 Pipeline LLC, critical pipeline safety information from emergency responders. Give that to Brian for safety. And with that, Brian, you're on.
Morning.
Morning.
In the solid waste world, things are finally settling down.
That's how we like it.
It's kind of moved back into the seasonal shift. Things are slowing down a little bit. Trash is not nearly as busy as it was, so I think school's starting up. People have settled back into their routine, but it is roofing season.
Believe me.
Tell you, everybody that's putting shingles on.
I bet you can.
So that's about all we've got going on right now. We've got our building put back together. Everything looks good. That's about it. Any questions?
Just glad to hear it's all going well.
Good.
I did hear from a citizen, And in the midst of another conversation, what he said is, I just want to say Brian and his crew are fantastic. That was his words. So thought I'd share that.
It's good. Like to hear that.
So do you think there's more garbage this year than there was last year?
It's a little busier than it was. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but I do keep track of that. And I know from last fiscal year to the end of July, it was about a 5% increase that we saw, which is significant. I mean, that's a large increase. It's about twice what we're seeing in growth in the county. Whether that was all attributed to new construction or what, I don't know. There was a significant amount more trash than we was seeing.
So, do you know population-wise what we're doing?
Just from the data I've seen, we're growing at about 2.5% to 3%. Where that growth is, I'm not sure. I think it's probably more on the southern end, which isn't in our solid waste district. So to see an increase in our solid waste district because of increase in the southern end leads me to believe people are dumping where they shouldn't be, but we don't know that for sure.
What do the people down in the south end do?
They are supposed to take their trash to load it. We do have a few folks down there that have opted in to our district. They pay us a fee annually. Some of them have agreed to put that on their tax bill. Others just send us a check once a year to call it. Then they're allowed to dump it at our canister site.
So they have to come to Toston?
Toston or Raidersburg.
So is there a lot of building going in at the south end?
I know there's a lot of houses down there. I don't know how much new construction is going on there. There's, you know, from septic permits and that kind of thing, a lot of it is unsettled. For sure. We've been talking with Department of Revenue on a way to resolve this issue of whose responsibility it is to put solid waste fees on new construction. And I think we've got an approach that'll work.
And what is that?
In talking with other counties, like Jefferson County, their assessor's office does it all. When a house is 50% constructed, they will assess solid waste fees at that point. And our people are willing to do that here, but we need to formalize it in a policy or something from the solid waste board, probably with an agreement from you guys on that's the way we're gonna handle it. And then they would be more than happy to do that. Because they're the boots on the ground, they know where buildings are being built and who's doing what. The only way we find them is if we happen to stumble across it. And they're the ones that actually click the box on the computer that says charge them solid waste fees. So, but they just need to have something in writing that says this is what you do. And solid waste board's working on that, so we should have that hammered out in the next couple of months.
When is solid waste meeting again?
The 4th Tuesday of the month, 7 o'clock in the former poker room of the Betsy.
What is it now?
It's just a meeting room now
Okay.
in the front area.
Oh, okay.
Used to be the bar at bowling alley.
Oh, all right.
Going back that far.
That dates us if we know that. Or before.
That's about all I had to deal with. Got everybody back working, everything's going good. Knock on wood. We got, getting ready for winter, you know, getting tires put on vehicles and that kind of thing, so we're ready for the winter season. Other than that, everything's running smooth
You said
for the moment. That could change at any time, but
And staff-wise is going well?
yeah, yeah, everybody's getting along, working together as a team. That's what we like.
That's what we like.
So,
Okay, anything from us?
unless you got something to add. What are we looking at on budget for the year? Is that gonna be finalized soon?
Very soon. In fact, very, very soon.
Good.
So we'll have those ready to go out here right directly.
Good. Because I do like to know where we stand.
Absolutely.
I don't blame you.
I don't like to spend money that I don't know I have.
Which is wise in so many ways.
But, we haven't moved on building the building that we wanna put over a cardboard baler yet, just till we get the issues with Mr. Peters squared away. But that should be done shortly. Met with the county attorney and Nicole and looked over everything. We have an approach to take care of that, so. That should all be worked out in the next few weeks.
Good.
It'd be nice to just get it solidified so everybody knows where they stand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very good. And nothing else from us?
Okay. I'll be
Thanks, Brian.
off to haul some trash.
All right,
Thanks.
thanks. I haven't had any mail.
Oh, we were quick today, weren't we?
Public comment, anybody?
I wish you had dumpsters first cleaned out a little more on what's supposed to be in them.
Oh,
There's been quite a few boards and stuff. I noticed in the tree bins
oh, okay.
down here. Of course, Dawson don't have anything, hardly
Okay.
anything except cardboard.
Huh. Yeah. Anybody else have anything?
No, I was, just looking through to see if there's anything, to bring up.
Franklin? Yeah.
No, just road complaints, I talked to Dana on that.
I have one concern, and that is, one of those funerals is Wednesday afternoon, but we're supposed to be meeting. And I feel like I need to be there.
Should we postpone it?
We could. I'm kinda stalling to see when the other funerals, when the scheduling is,
Right, yeah,
because if I change it and then I put it right on top of something else,
right.
I don't haven't accomplished anything. So I'll just wait until I hear from the school or from somebody that, know
Yeah,
regarding it. For sure.
I would imagine we could even postpone it as early as Wednesday morning. We'd have to table it because we wouldn't have the time to post the cancellation.
Right. Well, and we adopt the operating budget at Wednesday morning.
Right, that shouldn't, hopefully that won't be hindered,
Right.
yeah. And that subject, we could even postpone, today until tomorrow and take care of that, if everything's ready to go.
Okay, have you talked to Debbie this morning, do we know? what was?
She's working on it, yeah, so, I don't know where we're at this point, but, we should have a better idea this afternoon and be able to address it then.
Okay. Very good. What kind of road complaints are you getting, Franklin?
Toss Dam Road and Smith Road. Toss Dam Road, apparently, well, the cloudburst had through there a while back, there's a big hole right on the side of the road. And I guess somebody wanted to put a marker there so boat trailers or anyways, it's so rough, that a lot of people drive to the side road and if they fell into it, it could do some damage on it. Dana said he was gonna go out there this morning.
Okay. I'm sure he's well aware of it.
And I actually, I called him.
Okay. I think we're gonna stand at ease for 15 minutes because I don't have anything else to bring up right now.
Sounds good.
We've been through the mail.
One question that I have is, and this is up to you, Madam Chairman. I am going to be gone this Tuesday after Columbus Day. Do you want to still have a meeting, or would you like to cancel that? It's up to you.
Is there many things to
An
add?
update from Brian and Jeremy Carpenter, who usually no-shows. That's all that's there for now.
I'm fine with it. Is that okay with you?
Cancel that one?
Yeah,
Okay, what's the date?
the 12th,
October 12th?
yes. No, the 12th is the holiday, Tuesday, the 13th.
15th, what day now? 13th.
13th.